y'all. So it's Niecy, and I'm moving things around because I want to put my Christmas tree up, and I noticed I really haven't been looking after this plant. So I noticed some yellowing on the leaves from inconsistent watering. I hit the thing, so now it's leaning, so I'll straighten this up. But the other thing that I also noticed, and that's why I have pruners, look how leggy this is. So it doesn't receive as much sun over here in the corner, but you can see all this legginess. And then there's some leaves on the bottom here, probably where the vine was vining out to get some sun. So what I'm going to do is to cut these off. I'm going to clean this up. I'm going to take off these yellowing leaves, and I'm actually going to move it closer to a window, because while Pothos is listed as one of those plants that do well in low light, it doesn't mean that it wants that. It would like some sunlight. It's actually what, I don't know if you would consider it an understory plant, but much like Monstera, it vines itself onto things, so it's going to try to grow up, which is why it likes having a moss pole, and then you'll get much bigger leaves than, you know, small like this. So I'm going to clean this up and just going to have you guys along while I do. So for here, I could probably cut it here and it would be fine. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut it just below this node. So these are Fiskars pruners, not my normal pruners. But still, anytime you're gonna use pruners or anything like that, make sure you clean it with alcohol so that things aren't growing. And if you hear little tippy taps in the back, that is Dante trying to get closer, but he kept coming near and throwing his toys into my plant, and I just can't have that. I just can't have it. So I've taken this off of the water catch basin on the bottom, and so now I'm just looking to see, so you can see clearly this side here with hardly any growth is the back side of the plant that's not near the window. So let's see. Some leaves down here. I'm going to clean this all up. So let's see. Goodness. And so make sure I get it cleaned up. I'm going to take off any leaves that don't look good. That actually could probably be okay. It can just stay. I don't have to pull it, but I can. So once you see this damage, it's never going to fix itself, right? It's never going to go back to being a beautiful green leaf. This is what it's going to look like forever until it dies. And it's not dead. It's still extremely healthy, so I can probably leave it. But these are all the vines that are growing on the bottom. Like, here's one, very, very leggy. Where is it? Oh my goodness. Okay, so take that off. Oh, it's doing its own thing here. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, so it was, what in the world? Growing up. Oh wow. Okay. I did not do this. FYI, the plant done this. So I'm gonna leave this here. Just gonna pull that out. And I'm trying to find this part. Okay. So you can see this is very leggy, and it's wrapped around this light. I'm going to cut all of it back. Where is it? Oh wow. Wow. I did not do this. I told you guys, no, I did not do this. I'll pull it out more. I'm just going to start cutting because I'm trying to trace back to the beginning of this root, and it looks like it's growing off of another one, which is this one. With this, I'm going to cut back to about here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Cut this. So, it's the piece that I just cut, and see where it was cut before, and produced this. This. And this is perfectly healthy, so it's probably a portion that mined out. So if you want to, you can take this, put it, which is what I'm going to do, put it back down in the soil. But yeah, okay. And I'm going to actually, oh wow, okay. I'm going to cut this here. Oh boy. What happens when you don't pay attention? Well, you can do the whole thing. It's not unhealthy, right? But it's kind of a winding mess. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and cut this here. Just pull right out. I'm trying to just pull this light out without damaging this line. Ultimately, I'm going to have to cut it because I'm doing my best, but that's not working. And I'm going to take this plant and move it over closer to the window. I'm gonna fix this stake because it's leaning. And I think what I'm going to do is take 2 pieces of this bamboo, stick it in there, tie it off. Okay, so that is going to live right there. And I think it looks okay. So that's its new home. And I can probably put these here. This will go up and eventually climb. So these little things, as it's trying to climb, it actually tried to climb my wall, which is no bueno. But if you're afraid, like, oh, I don't know if it's gonna climb, I promise you that it will. And I'm just gonna put it in here straight. Don't wind it around. It doesn't do that in nature. So it doesn't need that here. And then ultimately, you're not going to want that. That's that. And then there's also a little piece here. I think that's actually okay on the floor. But yeah. That is where it shall now live. Right here in this window next to my 2 ficus. Ficus McClendii, which is banana leaf ficus, it's huge. And this is my Ficus lyrata, my fiddle leaf fig. So I'll be getting less light, but my plants will be happy. So I'm gonna water this and then we're good. Okay, so I'm not going to let all of this go to waste. I filled up a vase with water, and I have so many vases because anytime someone sends you flowers, which is always women, Gotta love my sisters. So I'm gonna see if we can get some additional plants out of here, and we're gonna make a very robust arrangement because that's what I would like. So I like the looks of this. I'm gonna pop these off. One. Way longer than I need it to be. I'm just gonna. Okay, here we go. I could, but I won't. Oh, that's so pretty though. I think I'm gonna pop this one off. Let's see. I'm gonna drop this into the water. See what we get. Not a lot there. This one was very lucky. Throw that one away. But this one's got some flowers on it. Cut that. Drop that in there. And are these places where it has nodes, it could possibly grow, right? So, because it can. So let's just drop one in and let's watch and see. So we're just going to drop one of these in. This is a nice one. I'm making a nice new plant. I'm going to take this one down and just take it there. Pop this piece off. Might pop this one off too. Drop it in the water. That's extremely long. Let's cut it. Oh, we got enough to cut that. May do nothing. Let's see. This is a very forgiving plant, so you're not killing your plant at all if you've ever worked with Pothos. This one is, like I said, very old. When my dad passed in 2004, I took a cutting from his plant that was growing all over his house. And this is the plant that I have today that I'm still making cuttings on. And I think cut that here. And I'm gonna pop one of these off here. And we're gonna drop this in here. And right now the leaves are growing in the direction which they're facing, so they're kind of down, but they'll perk up. And this is what I'm gonna save. And we'll see what we get off of it, right? What is this? Okay, yeah, that's it. So we should have some lovely new plants forming, and I am going, when they're fully got their roots and everything, I'm going to put them into some soil and pour this water in. The water I usually change every week, so you want to pour the water out. The plant will be fine. Give it some fresh water, because eventually this will get slimy and murky, and that's not what you want. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna propagate these pothos and let's see what we have. All right, guys, that's it for today. Bye.